Hello everyone and welcome to, I don't know what to talk about vlog. That's what this is. I would like to apologize first, to anyone. I've got a cat. She wants to hang out. Ah, kitty! It's cat! Alright, get down. I want to apologize because I said I was going to make a Stellaris update for, like, there was the Asimov update. I was gonna do a patch notes video, and I never did. And it's like a week and a half, and at this point, I feel like it'd be better to just put a link. I'm gonna put a link to a video which shows the Stellaris patch notes because I didn't make one, and you can watch that video instead. I don't know who it's gonna be. I'll look it up when I put this video up, and then figure. I'll look up one that seems to be straightforward, just talks about the notes, and that's it. And that will be what I put up. And so you can click on that if you want to know those patch notes, but I'm not going to do a video on that now. That's my bad on that. What happened was I was going to make a video, but then I ended up talking about, what was it, the last week's video? What did I end up talking about there? I can't even remember. I just can't remember. What was last week? Oh man, I am so dead. I am exhausted from this last, like, festivities stuff from the 4th of July, and I'm just out of it now. I just can't really focus. I did have something I wanted to talk about. It was mostly just to do with, like, YouTube in general, and YouTubers mostly. Because I've noticed a lot of people, you know, talking about, you know, what they're doing on YouTube, and there's been a lot of hate against people who do a lot of self-promotion for their channels. You know, I think there's this feeling that, you know, if you're gonna make it big on YouTube, it should be organic. It should be that you just post things that you like to do for fun, and people will discover them on their own, and then magically you'll become great, and people will know you, and it will be, you'll just all of a sudden become popular. And it doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of work. You can't expect to become a big YouTuber based on not spending any time self-promoting yourself. It's very important that you do that, and I'm one of those people that doesn't really care how you go about doing it. There's been a lot of conversation I've seen about people who think that you shouldn't do any, like, the sub-to-sub stuff, and, you know, mostly it has some merit why you don't want to do that. The subscriber count doesn't really add to any views or minutes watched, which is probably the most important thing when it comes to you know, any kind of monetary game, and then also search results on your videos, and they don't really interact with your channel. They just kind of sit there as a subscriber, then they'll be taken off at some point when they're inactive and by YouTube. And so there's not really any merit to the sub-to-sub. But, you know, if you're someone who's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, you're going to use whatever means possible to get there. If you're really serious about wanting to achieve that goal, you're going to do whatever you can. And I really don't care how people get there. I sub to channels that sub back. I mean, after I look at them, and I think that's something that people were talking about. It seems like a reasonable position to have is if someone interacts with you, you interact back. That just seems like a, you know, a give and take kind of relationship, and that's good to have with your audience and with other YouTubers, and I think people who have disdain towards others that self-promote, I don't really understand where they're coming from. It must be from this the only thing I can think of is from that sense of it should be an organic thing. It should come out of nowhere that you become popular. Like, if you're trying to become popular, then you're making a mistake because you shouldn't want to become popular. You should just let it happen. But things don't just happen, or if they do, they're rarely good. You have to work hard to try to get to a position where you can, you know, become not popular, but you can get a fan base. The goal here, right? The goal for YouTube is if you're taking it seriously. And some people don't take it seriously, and that's fine. If you don't want to take it seriously, if you just want to post things that you like to do, that is fine. So you do that, and then you might become popular. That's true. That's very true. That could just happen. However, I also think that there's a bunch of people who want to take it seriously, who want to position themselves to be able to achieve certain goals. I have certain goals. I want to get to 500 subscribers by June of next year. I'm almost on track. I had a little downturn. A lot of inactive subscribers were removed by YouTube, and that's kind of set back my timetable. But that's what I mean. If you're taking it seriously, I have a timetable that says, okay, I need to get this many subscribers every week. And so if I get these many subscribers and I keep working on it, I keep working and I keep working. I think there's also another concern. This will be the last thing I say about this. I think there's another concern that if you are spending time trying to get subscribers, and that's taking out time that you could be making content. Now that is true. You should never really take time out of making content to sacrificing your content for getting new subscribers. I think there's something to be said about subscribers. The first thing you need to do is come out with quality content. If you come out with quality content, if you come out with content that people seem to want to watch, then that's the first step. And the next step is to create a fan base around that. And so that's just the thing. That goes alongside with creating channel art and your thumbnails and your intros and your outros, which I don't really have an outro, and making a frickin' YouTube trailer for your channel, like some people should do, mainly this guy. So I kind of saw some stuff about it. I guess it wasn't really that big, but I did see some stuff. It was mostly on there was some discussion on YouTubers, and I kind of liked what the discussion was going. Sadly, I had to leave. I was reading it and I was like, oh man, I would like to, I have to go. I want to contribute, but I have to go places. And so, man, setting time to look over people's, that's the other okay, I'll make another video of that later. Of actually having to go and sit down and watch through other people's YouTube channels, because I try to do that as much as I can, but it's kind of difficult. Anyways, I just kind of want to make that, I guess it was more of a rant than anything. A vlog rant? Of rants. That's what we're going to call it. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.